So these guys, they're called Drunken Peasants. I had never heard of them before, but I think it popped up in my YouTube recommended when I was at work today, because I peruse my channel and stuff. So they have 111,000 subscribers. I don't know when this video was uploaded. I don't see a date anywhere. They have that many subscribers, and they're cherry picking Nick Fuentes content because they know he's a big name and people will watch the video. And yet still, there's only 3,400 views on this. Like Nick gets double that, in daily live streams. So yeah, I guess just to start, you have three of the most dysgenic people I've ever seen in my life. You have, let me get his hand out of the way.
About sports.
Okay. So first thing right off the bat, they all have woman hair. They got hair down to their tits. So that's obviously red flag number one for a guy. Two, you got this guy right here. I don't remember what the condition. Damn. Must be the asbestos. Excuse me. But yeah, so you got this guy. I forget the condition, but his nose looks like he's been punched and stepped on a million times. It's so swollen and disproportional to the rest of his face. You add that to, the swollen cheekbones, the long greasy hair. So you have, Mongoloid number one. And then you got this guy. He has the face of Fat Bastard in the Austin Powers movies. The round moon face, the long greasy looking hair. I forget what he looks like, a monster. If Frankenstein maybe weighed 50 more pounds, he kind of looks like him, because I have a funny feeling this guy is huge. This guy is short, I think, but this guy is probably huge. But yeah, he, hard on the eyes. And then this guy, the facial hair is something that really, bad look for guys, is when you have, the mustache and, the goatee, but they're not connected. That's a big no-no. You shouldn't do that, because not only does it look ridiculous, but it just shows hey guys, look, I have bad genes, bad genetics, that I can't grow a full beard, beard mustache combo. And then he has the hair under it. I have the hair under it too, but at least I can connect, so it looks somewhat normal. And finally, like I said, Drunken Podcast. So they're the initials is DP. And I just thought it was ironic as we watched the video. Everything Nick says, they try and tie back to that Nick is a closeted gay man. Yet you have these three, handsome gentlemen here, and their podcast name is DP. And they're the ones that are accusing Nick of being a gay man. So the jokes write themselves, but we'll just get into the video.
Andrew, someone
I'm Andrew. That's me.
Yes, that they do a sports talk show on Cozy TV.
That's right.
Hi, Nick. Can you do this?
Yeah, I'll keep it playing because I have somewhere to be. But apparently, this is the sports guy on the podcast, Mr. Pedophile here.
And that means he'll die spontaneously.
Yeah, you'll take soccer.
Yeah, probably.
You'll take him down by being the sports guy on, and by being.
Look at this. He looks like a masculine lesbian, like you'd see in a movie, like someone named Helga or something. I'm sure there's a movie that exists where someone looks like him, some big woman. You know what I'm talking about.
Way better. You'll be a better Nick Fuentes than Nick Fuentes.
I'm gonna take up the mantle. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna infiltrate them.
I think that's the smartest move.
I think, and then that way, we'll be able to expose him. We'll bring him over.
Yeah, self-awareness check on my end. I don't have the most charismatic or uplifting voice, but I don't know how long these guys have been doing their podcast, but they have 111 1,000 subscribers, and these guys are almost as monotone as I am. They're adding nothing of value. They're literally just showing America first and trying to usurp views from like the rest of YouTube.
Do you think he doesn't like sports because so many dark-skinned people play and they've come to dominate most major sports?
Actually, he gets into that later. Actually, yeah, foreshadowing.
Yeah, they pretend they're so out of touch, but as with like Right Wing Watch and the usual suspects, these guys are watching Nick's show, obviously.
He goes into it. Yes.
So here we have somebody who's clearly gay and anti-sports.
Yeah, clearly gay. Hello.
Keep like creeping into my life. These things.
Yeah, I'm just noticing that now. Their super chat thing, more sex. Anyone surprised? Yeah, so they're randomly pausing and playing Nick's video, and then they're just randomly like talking over and stuff. So this is like extremely unprofessional, and not like I'm not being like I don't have a stick up my ass like. They should be wearing suits and everything should be, whatever. But their audience, all 5 of them, like they can't really understand what Nick's saying when they're just blabbering the whole time. So there's really like no structure to what's going on here.
Okay. But I knew John Crook had testicular cancer for sure.
Okay.
Like, be a sports reporter. And, yeah, that didn't really work out,
So, Joe, you're about to be the alt-right sports reporter?
That's what I'm going to do, yeah.
It's not a bad gig.
Yeah.
Like, who you think?
And it's clear they don't pass the white guy the ball enough, and that's why they don't score as much.
This is crazy. John Crook had a 300 batting career.
Yeah, so there's a running joke that this guy's going to go on Cozy and, be the sports guy, and he likes to think he's mocking Nick's voice. But the funny thing is, when he's imitating Nick's voice, he sounds a lot like this guy when he's doing the voice. So try and, listen carefully. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So...
He's like disgusted. He gagged.
Yeah. It's like when a child.
I'm disgusted looking at them.
Sees vegetables on his plate.
Yep.
Ugh. Broccoli. Ugh.
Yeah, if that's not a damn it, it's not Freudian slip. But yeah, you have big moon baby fatty over here, Moonface. He says Nick is scowling like there's vegetables on his plate. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Simping on this platform.
I should mention this. For whatever reason, in my sports super chats, Nick says the N-word a couple times. And just when that happens, watch these, especially Fatty over here. Just make sure you watch how they react. Watch them recoil in terror when there's a real human being talking. That's one thing I took away from this video.
This is the beginning of the end. We finally got
strange laugh.
Here it is. My father.
It's daddy issues.
Forced me to play Little League Baseball for 7 years.
Yeah, and they obviously either don't know or don't care that Nick's leaning into it a lot. But this is, red meat to throw to 10 people that are watching this. So it's sad, it's pathetic, but
so that I could create
we love Nick.
Political streaming platform so that you talk about sports on it, okay?
When he's literally saying, I'm a big part of history right now.
Yes.
Yeah. It's this culture of narcissism where other people think they're just as worth listening
He
to.
will be.
It's a huge mistake.
They're going to write about Nick in the history books.
And you are not Ed Sullivan and Johnny Carson and Richard Nixon. And they tried
I hate this guy's voice. It's driving me crazy.
And Brezhnev. Dude, Brezhnev is dead, nigga. He's dead. The Soviet Union doesn't Nixon is dead. Leonid Brezhnev is dead.
This
guy is not a fan of the N-word.
Yeah.
Kind of like wiggles.
Yeah, I'm coming out. Just like a little tiny little pecker front bulge, just a little fucking hazelnut front bulge.
He's trying to bring back the gay porn mustache too.
Dude,
Got some interesting ideas. It's
2022.
they can't help.
Right.
Yeah,
They can't help themselves but sexualize Nick. I feel bad for Nick. I'm sure he has women, lusting after him wherever he goes, like that Fed on the beach when he was swinging his oranges. But if these 3, literal gay pedophiles here fantasizing about Nick's private parts. So, and this isn't meant to, be some serious stream where, we have the drunken peasants criticizing Nick or anything like that. This is for fun, in jest. But yeah, something very poignant we can take away from this is that the drunken peasants are gay pedophiles. But you probably could have expected that before we started just by looking at them.
You know the Jews run the media, pal. Hey, listen, old timer. Okay, boomer. Jews run the media. Okay.
This guy, this gremlin-looking fella, he's wearing a sports jersey right now. He's got this like unsavory, weird voice. He looks like a goblin. And whenever a racial issue will arise in sports, you could probably expect this guy to appear in the Twitter comments saying, "Oh, all the owners in the league are white and all the players are black, so they need more representation and blah blah blah." And yeah, and then Scott quote tweets that saying, "Oh, still watching the NFL, goy," and that's not what this is about. So yeah, this is just probably the leader, the little gremlin, gross little gremlin. This is the comedian of the group. The porn star looking weirdo. Then you got this just fat, disgusting, evil, hypersexual, just blob of a man. And in the broader scheme of things, if these are our enemies, this is our competition, and we have Nick leading us, I'm feeling pretty good about things. Obviously, this isn't Klaus Schwab or anything, but I gotta like our chances a little on the micro level, not the macro level. So I don't know. Guess I could put some stock in that, but yeah, this was a struggle to get through.
So true. My life was never easy.
I'm glad the chat liked where my super chat led to.
Yeah, you seem to dislike him a lot.
Yes, I definitely dislike him a lot.
Yeah.
I was cursed with knowledge.
This is just sheer envy.
You say your animosity towards him is greater than Brett Keane?
It's different.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Is one more extreme than the other?
Well, Nick actually is going somewhere in the world by doing the dumb shit that he does. And Brett is going
Nick is actually going somewhere in the world by doing the dumb shit that he does. They can't help but cope and seethe. They all know that Nick he's one of a kind. And, there's people all over the sidelines sniping at him. All 99% of them are irrelevant, like the Drunken Peasants podcast. But haters can't help it. But with the Wignats, the liberals, with right-wing watch Groyper, they can't help it. Anything they say, anytime they talk about them, the Louis Theroux doc is a good example. Nick just comes out on top every time.
He has a very weak relationship with the masculine.
I think that might be why he likes Beardson so much, because
right.
makes him feel like a tall guy.
Beardson is abnormally short. Speaking of, we do have the thing with him, too. I wanted to do a post show, so I didn't want to go too much over 2 hours.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think they're done with Nick. I guess they have a problem with Beardson. Because Beardson's another real human being. And he's unapologetic and outspoken. But yeah, anyway, that's basically the video. So we have short, manlet, gross, big-nosed gremlin, unfunny, porno, bad jeans, mustache and goatee, and fat gay pedophile. So they're not sending their best, obviously, in terms of attacking Nick and the movement and what the movement is trying to accomplish.